Hello. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Hello, hello, hello. Sure, my volume's up. Sorry about that. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Hello. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. Welcome. Hello. Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome. Glad to have you here. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Hey, Wayne. I'm a little early tonight. Diana, Central California. Welcome. Glad to have you here. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. So what's going on? Why are you on here? Please take care of yourself because nobody else will. Why, thank you. I'm going to get to that here real quick if you just hang tight. I'm just going to let a few more people hop on. Real quick here. So if you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. And I talk to Spirit, and they usually give me the topic for the live for the night. I'm going to back up just real quick and just give basically why I'm on TikTok. So September 14th of 2023, for the purpose of TikTok, my husband unalived himself. And that's when I discovered that I have these abilities to talk to Spirit and to channel people. And then also discovered what my purpose in life was, which is to help others go through their traumas. Hey, Danny, welcome. Good to see ya. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. And so that's why I'm on TikTok, because my guides tell me I have to be here, and I'm helping others. Well, yeah, because it kind of goes hand in hand with my purpose. Renee from South Texas, welcome. They kind of give me step by step what I'm supposed to do. So, if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for the likes. Thank you. Thanks for the gifts, Danny. Sorry guys, chat's going so quick. I'm just trying to keep up here. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So tonight the topic is, thanks for liking the live, Renee. Appreciate that. So the topic for tonight's live is, when something bad happens, you have 3 choices. Flushing, Michigan. Tammy, welcome. Glad to have you here. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee, and I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Glad to have you here. So I already told you a little bit about me, why I'm here. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up. Hi, Ed. Where are you from? Austin, Texas. Carrie, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Biloxi, Mississippi. Welcome. Just going to let the chat calm down a little bit here, and then we'll get started. So, on my page, everything here is positive. We talk about positive, uplifting things, helping others. We agree to disagree here. You won't agree with everything that I say. I won't agree with everything you probably say. So we agree to disagree here. If you're not familiar with my channel, so I'm just trying to keep up with the, if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. My name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Thanks, Danny. So like I said, so tonight we're talking about, we have 3 choices when something bad happens. Hello from Texas. Welcome. Right? The first thing we can do is we can let that define us, right? You're garbage from Florida. Well, welcome. We don't talk politics here, by the way, just so you know. I'll let that one slide, but because my page is all about healing and helping others deal with their traumas and uplifting others. So I try to keep that all off of here. There's a million other pages out there for that. So anyway, so 3 choices when something bad happens. The first one is we can let it define you, right? You can let it define yourself. 2, you can let it destroy you. Or 3, you can let it strengthen you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Dimitri, is that your name? Thank you for the follow. Sorry guys, my hand was itching. Awesome. I didn't slaughter your name. I hate it when I do that. From Vermont. Welcome. Glad to have you here. So every night, hi from Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome. So I get on here from usually Sunday through Thursday. Spirit has me hop on and do a live. You doing yes or no? I'm not quite sure what your question is, Dimitri. Can you elaborate? Sorry. Sunday through Thursday I'm on here usually about 7 o'clock on Mountain Time. Oh, yes or no questions? Oh no, you're more than welcome to jump in. We are not shy here. I meant to say that and I forgot. We are not shy here. You're welcome to interact. That's the whole point of this community. And like I said, you won't agree with everything I say and I won't agree with everything you guys say. We agree to disagree here. We're just here to help each other. So if you've lost somebody or you're grieving, obviously because you've lost somebody, or you're lonely, this is your community. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thinking about my ex Amanda, she just got ditched by her third party. Okay. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. I talk to Spirit, and so they give me a topic, and that's why I'm here. Tonight's topic is when something bad happens, we have 3 choices. 1 is to let it define you, 2 to destroy you, or 3 to strengthen you. Anybody got anything they want to say about that? We're not shy here. You're welcome to talk. Wayne, are you my only... well, Danny was on. Wayne, are you my only other regular on here? She definitely destroyed you. Okay. So you didn't deal with... I'm assuming you broke up with her and you didn't deal with it well. Am I correct to say that? So you let... Correct. Okay. So how can we flip that around now and you use that now to strengthen you? Maybe? Right? You can use... That was back in January. Okay. Well... Almost a year. Okay. So we like to talk about perspective here, Dimitri. And that was actually one of our topics the other night, perspective. Sometimes if you just flip the perspective just a little bit, it changes everything, right? So maybe take what she did to you and flip your perspective and look at it as in it didn't happen to you, it happened for you, right? And then go off of that perspective that it happened for you, right? I believe people are taken out of our lives for a reason, right? Sometimes it's for our own protection. And so flip the perspective, she's a narcissist. Okay, so see, you were being protected, in my opinion. I've been around a few in my life and you were being protected. So it definitely happened for you, not to you. So now how can you use that to strengthen you in your life? What lesson can you learn and move on, I guess is what I'm saying. Because I believe everything happens for a reason. There's no coincidence. And that we're all here to just learn lessons. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Jeff, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Where are you from? Actually, you want to talk to her. From Illinois. Well, welcome. Are you asking me why you want to talk to her? Hello from Florida. Do you have a name from Florida? Okay, so let me ask you a couple more questions, and I appreciate you having this interaction with me, Dimitri. I'm a question asker, so let me ask you this. Do you want to talk to her because maybe she was your comfort zone somehow? She's familiar? Just asking. Mike, welcome. No, you're asking yourself why you want to talk to her. How long, can I ask you, how long were you guys together? If you don't mind me asking. I'm sorry. I'm a question asker. 2 years. Okay. So my guess would be, and I'm just guessing, and I have an incredible intuition. My guess would be is you want to talk to her because she was in your life for 2 years. She's your comfort zone. That would be my guess. Thank you, Donna, for liking the live. I appreciate that. Part of it. Okay, is there another part that you know of that you want to share? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I mean, I'm assuming you loved her, right? I mean, you were together for 2 years. So, do you want to talk to her because you love her or just because you enjoy the thought of being with her? Or you love the thought of being with her? Just a question. Both. Okay. And you said now she's broke up with the other person. Brian from Ohio, welcome. Glad to have you here. And you want closure. I guess, so basically what you need to ask yourself is whatever went wrong and why you broke up, you have to weigh that to you were brutally blindsided. Okay. So you definitely just want closure. So I would say, just contact her, get the answers that you need, and move on. That would be me. Obviously, it's completely up to you, and I cannot tell you what to do. But if it's been since January, and she was that willing to, and she's a narcissist, and remember, if you were that blindsided, if she could do that once, she could do it again. Just my 2 cents. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Anybody else got anything? Yep, exactly. And sometimes you can get closure without talking to her. You're aware of that, right? You know, maybe just write her a letter, and it never has to go to her, right? And just accept, I guess I'm of the mindset now, just accept the fact that sometimes you just don't get an answer, right? You're never going to get an answer. Okay, exactly. If she's willing to end your relationship through a text message, then I would say, and I'm not trying to be mean here, because I am not a mean-spirited person, but she obviously didn't care about you the way you thought she did. And maybe just, I guess in my opinion, I wouldn't talk to her personally. I would journal about it, cry about it, whatever you got to do. I know guys don't cry. Yeah, they do. I'm going to make that a thing. But anyway, journal about it, maybe write her a letter, burn it, and find a way to have closure with yourself, because it doesn't sound like you're ever going to, if she's really a narcissist, she's not going to, yeah, very immature, obviously, but she's not going to, she's not going to come to her. She's not going to take responsibility for her part in it anyway. So I would just try to figure out closure for yourself and move on. That's my 2 cents. Of course, I'm here. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. So if you're just hopping on, tonight's subject from my guides was, when bad things happen, we have 3 choices. Let it define you, let it destroy you, or let it strengthen you. Okay. Okay, so see, you weren't happy. You were walking on eggshells. Find a way to forgive her. And remember, forgiveness is for you, not for her. So find a way to forgive her. Come to the conclusion she's never going to take responsibility for her part in it, and just move on. That's what I would tell you. Go out and drink a beer. That's what Tommy says. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from, or accountability. Exactly. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Tommy from Maine, welcome. Glad to have you here. NC girl. Does that mean North Carolina girl? Just asking. The usual line, of course. North Carolina girl, just asking. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for all the likes. Not ready for a relationship. And it'll take time, you know. Just give yourself time. Give yourself to grieve that relationship. You know, like I said, find a way to forgive her and move on. How am I doing today, North Carolina too? Well, to be honest, I just had a moment. I was listening to a video just before I hopped on my live, and I'm like, really, Spirit, like right now? And I've been dealing with some stuff of my own. If you're not familiar with my channel, I believe in just having a moment and moving on. So unfortunately, Renee has to have her moment after her live, because I'm like, I'm gonna go live. I'm not having my moment right now. So after my live, I get to have a moment, but otherwise I'm doing well. Thank you. Glad to have you here. I'm doing good, Jim. hanging in there. I have my moments, right? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Anybody? We're not shy around here. Am I in a good place? Yes, ultimately I'm in a good place. If you're talking like sadness mentally, yes, I'm in a good place. I just have moments. If you're not familiar, my husband unalived himself on September 14th of 23, and so that's why I created this channel, because I discovered my purpose in life was to help others deal with their trauma and their loss, and to uplift others. So that's why I'm on TikTok. That's why I'm here. And so yeah, I still have my moments, right? But like I tell everybody, have a moment, don't unpack and live there. Just have a moment and keep going. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Thank you, I appreciate that. Randy, thank you for liking the live. So does anybody else? Oh, hold on. I just dated a girl that same thing happened to her. Illinois. Glad to have you here. As far as in her husband, same thing happened. Is that what you're talking about? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee and I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Did you want to elaborate on that comment just a little bit? Tom from Illinois, welcome. Glad to have you here. Would you mind, Demetra, can you elaborate a little bit? I'm not sure what. Taking your husband. Elaborate on your comment. Yes, the same thing. Okay. Sure. Are you asking me to talk about it, or I'm not sure what you were saying, Dimitri. Yes, please talk about it. Well, what would you like to know? I'm pretty much an open book. If you go back through my videos, you'll see my story. My story. Okay. Well, I guess we'll skip back a little bit further. So, at the end of 21, December of 21, a week before Christmas, my husband got pneumonia. Went into the hospital while he was there. He had 2 strokes and was in the hospital for 88 days and fought for his life. Jody, welcome. Glad to have you here. You're in the right place. We can talk about that in just a second if you'd like. And so after that 88 days, he got out, 6 months of physical therapy, got his life back, thought we were doing good, and just apparently something wasn't right. And September 14th of 23, he decided to, for TikTok purposes, unalive himself. And so that's when I just really discovered that I had these abilities to channel people and to talk to my guides. And that's when they led me to what my purpose, my true purpose in life was. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And which is to be here. Yes, I did find him. Yes, so I have that memory with me for the rest of my life. But I deal, right? We all deal. Life gives us what it gives us, and you just do what you gotta do, right? And actually, since I guess I opened up that can of worms, we can talk about that. It kind of goes along with tonight. So basically, I'm I'm still grieving my old life, right? So I was with my husband for 32 years. We were married for 30. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And so basically, my life's an open book. Thank you. I appreciate that. Both of you. Hello. Welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat too, guys. By the way, Amanda found her father passed on the couch. She was 7. Ugh. Yeah, well, you know, that could be, real quick, that's why she probably could be a narcissist. Did you know that? That the traits of a narcissist, they said, is because you went through some kind of trauma, and it'll take you one or two ways. You become an empathic person, or you become a narcissist. Just saying. Yep, we do have to move on. I am from South Dakota. Welcome. I lost my husband of 20 years and it almost killed me. Yeah, I understand. Hello. Hi, Rita. Welcome. And so basically my whole life imploded, right? 32 years, poof, gone by his one decision. And so Spirit's reminding me that I have to, that it's okay for me to mourn that life that I'm no longer going to have, right? Those hopes and dreams and goals that I had with him. And that I have to mourn that. And that's a lot of the moments I've been having lately, is just dealing with that and some anger with him still. So, but like I said, you know, I talk about all the time, if you watch my videos or you're familiar with my channel, is, you know, you have to deal with it, and I will after my live, because they'll make sure of it. Yeah, we did have a good relationship. It was different after he got sick, and that's hard to explain. Thank you for liking the live, Rita. So that's pretty much the gist of my story and why I'm here. I discovered that I was not on the right path to my purpose, and he was actually only meant to be in my life for a short time to point me in the direction of my purpose, and I was becoming codependent. So unfortunately I had to have a course correction, is what I guess I would call it. And so I had to go through that and everything else I've been through in my life so I could end up right here, right now. To help others. That's what my purpose in life is. Yes, it's a lesson. I've got a spirit for you. You haven't done anything wrong. You have just been lonely for too long. Okay. We all learn. Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to back up here, make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Yeah, yes, I had a stillborn, a full-term stillborn in 1994, so, and other things in my life. So my life hasn't been easy by any means. I know there's other people that have had it way harder, but yes. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee, and I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Ouch, sorry, I had to move my hand, guys. Anyway, so hopping back, I'm going to scroll back. Hold on, guys. Where was she at? Is she still here? Jody, are you still here? And is it Elise that lost her husband of 20 years? Are you still here too? Do you guys want to add anything? I cannot move on. Okay. I can help you with that if you want to. You're more than welcome, Elise, to message me and I can help you. That's part of my purpose. So if you're interested, message me. Bucks County, Pennsylvania, welcome. Yes. Okay. If you'd like to talk about it, or you guys are welcome to message me. I'm telling me I have an unstable connection, so I apologize if I lose you. Actually, Dimitri, I became my own therapist. What had happened was I came home. We were living in our camper temporarily because my husband was working with my brother driving truck. And so when I came back to my apartment, I'm kind of the odd girl out, the odd duck, the circle that don't fit in the square. And so I knew that group therapy wasn't going to work for me. And my husband didn't leave me in a good place financially, so regular therapy was out. So I became my own therapist, and with the help of Spirit and my guides, I was able to just work my way through it. Sorry, just trying to catch up here. So Jody, you're welcome to message me. We can talk about it now. But not before I was ready to take my life. I guess I should add that. That's kind of a major part. I was ready to leave. I had been with my husband since I was 16. I didn't know a life without him. And I didn't know how, I didn't know how to live without him. And then my youngest daughter had said to me, Mom, you realize that your life is worth living, right? And I didn't. At that time, I didn't. But that was my light bulb moment. And yes, I have 4 kids. I have 4 kids and 9 grandbabies. Just had my 9th grandbaby in March. So if you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. I'm not sure if I understand your question. So he did himself. Can you elaborate on that question? Do I work? Oh, yes, I work. I have to work. My husband didn't leave me. He left me debt. There was no estate but debt. So, yes, I do work. And my whole life got repossessed. So, I don't even have a car. So, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So, yes, I work. My job just ended, actually. I was doing a seasonal job. I was doing housekeeping. And I was working quite a bit, actually. So, going back to housekeeping. Start my new job. I do paperwork Saturday and then start my new job Monday. So yes, I do work. I have no choice. Well, actually my bonus daughter, my husband's daughter, lives with me and my grandson, and then my youngest daughter just moved in with me with her baby. So they are here helping me now, and they've helped me with rides and other things. So yes. So, once again, do you have a name, Driftwood? And where are you from? My husband unalived himself on September 14th of 2023. That's what happened to my husband. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's right. Bucks County, Pennsylvania. So sorry about that. I didn't know that. All right. Does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about or add? Liz from North Georgia, welcome. You're from California, welcome. Oh, you drove your RV to Wall, South Dakota? I'm about an hour from Wall. Actually lived there for a month. Long story. Actually, yes, I'm already in a relationship. I'm gonna be 50 next Tuesday, and so I knew I didn't want to be alone for the rest of my life, so I had to figure out how to put my wall back down and to trust somebody again. Because I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. Stayed at the edge of the canyon. Oh yeah, my husband and I used to follow RVers, full-time RVers on YouTube, and so I've seen a lot of people camp out there. Always hoped to get there, just never made it. And now I don't have a camper because I got taken from me too, which is fine. It's just stuff. So, hey Marie. How are you? Oh, thank you. Yep, gonna be the big 5-0 on Tuesday, so I'm just thrilled. Just another day. Possibly. We can, if you message me, we can talk about it. Well, South Dakota is very bipolar in the wintertime, and where I'm at, they consider it the banana belt. So we can literally be like 15 degrees one day and 65, 70 the next. And just welcome to South Dakota, but windy. Oh, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Sup? Where are you from? You have a name? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee and I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. So my two gals hop off that were on here that lost somebody? Are they still here? You'll give me $1 if I say something original? My name is... Okay, I do not want to slaughter that name. Great state of Michigan. How about we'll just say that? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Jody, you're still here. Would you like to talk about anything on here? I mean, you're welcome to message me. Or you're welcome. We can talk about anything on here if you'd like. Yeah, it sounds like we're going to lose our governor. Don't get me started on that. And I don't like to talk about politics on here, so we'll leave it at that. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are and where you're from. I'm not sure how it affected my husband's family. I was part of their family for 32 years, and I haven't heard from any of them in a year. Except for my father-in-law. I called once, way back when, and acted like, why was I calling him? So, I don't know. I'm assuming I'm the one to blame. I don't know. And that's fine. I'll take that. If they got to have somebody to blame, then that's fine. Your husband passed in 2013. Okay. And how have you been dealing with that? Because that's been what? 11 years? Is that correct? I don't have an original thought. Okay, well. You can think that too. I don't know what your name is, but I've been to hell and back this year, so you can think whatever you want and you can say whatever you want here on my live. But honestly, there isn't anything you're going to say that's going to upset me. I do have a lot of original thoughts. I just don't say them on here. But anyway, you're welcome to agree to disagree with me. And you're welcome to stay. But if you're going to be nasty, I'll have to block you. Just saying. Can you wish me good luck? I have... Oh, nice. Oh, thank you. No, he did not leave a note. I'm 62. My boyfriend is 53. We are happy. Oh, that's amazing. Jody, that's awesome. That is so awesome. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Just keep talking. Maybe if you go back and watch my videos and listen to some of my live, you would understand while I'm here, but I don't think you want to understand. I think you rather just be rude and make comments that you know nothing about. But hey, each to their own. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. My name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Jody Milstead, Rockwell, North Carolina. Welcome. Glad to have you here, Jody. You just sit at your computer screen and be rude to people? Is that your goal in life? I would say that's real original. I don't have to say anything that'll keep you here. You can keep scrolling. If you don't like what I've got to say, you can move on. That's all I got to say. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Do I work in Wall? I used to. That's why I lived there for a month. You're glad to be here? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Teresa, hi. Or no, I think I screwed up your name. I apologize. I was reading it quickly. What is your name and where are you from? Hi. Thank you for liking the live. I did say a bunch of things earlier, but apparently you weren't on then, so you're more than welcome to hop off and keep scrolling, because obviously if I'm annoying you so bad that I have nothing to say, you don't have to be here. And guess what? You aren't anymore. I don't understand people. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Jody. I appreciate that. Some people I just don't understand. It's like, it's not hard to just hop off and keep scrolling if you don't want to be here. I'm not forcing anybody to be here. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So Jody, how are you dealing? Did you deal with it? You have a boyfriend, so you've moved on. If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, they're just unhappy, so it's like they just gotta like, yeah, they just want to make everybody else unhappy. I don't know, I don't understand. You know, and here's the thing is, we agree to disagree. If you don't like what I'm saying, just hop off and keep going. It's not like there ain't a million other channels, right? You did have a hard time. I don't think, ultimately, I think you do move on. I think you learn how to deal with it, right? I don't think you ever, ever, ever get over it completely. That's my opinion, my thoughts. I think you just learn how to deal with it, right? Kind of like when I had my stillborn in 1994, you know, everybody said, as time goes on, it'll get better. Honestly, it didn't. For me, it didn't. For me, you just learn how to deal with it. She would have been 30 here a couple weeks ago. So you just learn how to deal. I don't think you ever get over it. No. You move on because you have to move on. Life goes on, right? But you just learn how to deal with it. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry about that. She was full term for me, and my daughter had one at the same age. We were both 19. You reinvent yourself every time I lose a friend or a relative. Hey, and that's the beauty of life, that you can do that. So you had no idea there was an issue. Are you talking about my husband? There were, I guess you could say, red flags, if that's what you were talking about. Yes. Obviously. Looking back, as always, hindsight's always 20/20, right? Right. Yeah. Hi. Is it Lee? Welcome. Where are you from? Hey, Jen. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. Welcome. I'm from South Dakota. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the follow. Okay, does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about or vent about? Anything? Anybody? Anyone? Yeah, heartache, Dewey. Where are you from, Dewey? What about heartache? Can you elaborate? Anybody? You're currently in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Am I correct? When do you quit and let go? Well, I guess you have to figure out, why are you holding on? Are you holding on because you're in your comfort zone? Or are you holding on, what's the circumstances? Everyone has skeletons. Because it's all you know. So it's your comfort zone. You're holding on because you're in your comfort zone. It's easier to hold on than step out of your comfort zone. I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm just going off what little bit you give me. I'm assuming you're talking about a relationship. How long? And I guess too, the question people need to ask themselves is, are you happy? Are you truly happy? Holding on because I never stopped being in love with her. Not one day for 17 years. Oh my. Is she in love with you? Then boom, blindsided and kicked out. If you were blindsided, I'll tell you like I told the last guy that just asked me that a little bit ago. If you were blindsided, if she could do that to you after 17 years, do you think if you didn't let go and you ever took her back, she wouldn't do it again? Just asking. I would say if you were blindsided and she could just... Right, I get that. I would say no. Or I would say yes, she would do it again. And obviously this has to be your decision. None of us here can make your decision for you. She would, Jody says. Exactly. Because if she could just do that to you blindsided after 17 years, yeah. I would say it's time to let go and to move on. And it's hard. I'm not going to lie, right? I'm sure it's hard. I was with my husband for 32 years. My whole world crumbled. I had nothing left. It is hard. You just have to figure out what it would take to give yourself closure, to shut that door, and take a step towards a new door, a new future, and leave the past in the past. That's my opinion. And all my opinions, you can take it or leave it. Well, right. I'm not saying that, Jen. I'm just saying, though, if she can blindside him, I'm just saying it can happen again. So I don't think I would ever take somebody back that ended it in a text message or blindsided me, because what's stopping them from doing that again, whether he screwed up or not? And he's taking responsibility. He said he's not perfect. But if you can cut somebody off that quickly after 17 years, that's just my 2 cents. What's blindsided? I'm assuming he didn't know. Boom, all of a sudden he was kicked out. Well, there was no warning. That would be my idea of blindsided, but I don't know. I'm just saying, if somebody can end it in a text message and there's no warning, all of a sudden one day they're just like, I'm done. To me, there's no saving it. But that's just me. You know what? And I would, and here's the thing. We all have to be a villain in somebody's story, right? No matter what, you can never make anybody happy. You're always going to be a villain in somebody's story. I'm the black sheep of the family, so I'm a villain in a lot of people's story, right? So just take that is what it is, right? You're going to be the villain, and keep going. That's what I would say. Then I would say she's done and you need to be done. Right. You know, but just know that we're all a villain in someone's story, right? Just like, you know, after 32 years, my husband's family, I haven't talked to anybody in a year. After 32 years. So apparently I'm the villain in their story. They needed somebody to blame. Is my guess. I don't know. But that would be my guess. And if that's the case, then that's fine. I'll be their villain. If that's what they need to make their world go around. Right? It is what it is. Sorry, that's my favorite phrase of this last year. It is what it is. You're so welcome. You know. I'll be the villain. If that's what people need to move on with their life, then hey, take the title and just run. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Does anybody else have anything else we want to talk about? We're pushing almost to an hour here. Anybody? If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. It's always good therapy to talk to other people. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what this is what this channel is about, is people to come on and be able to talk. If you're lonely and you've got a problem, you know, you're dealing with loss or whatever it is, right? I have a great community. I only have a couple of my regulars on here right now tonight, but they're great. And you all can be a regular too, and I appreciate y'all being here tonight. But this is what my community is about, uplifting and healing and helping others heal. That's what it's about, right? Love. To love everybody right where they are. Where they are. We're all on different parts of our journey, right? I'm not where you are. You're not where I am. All we can do is love each other right where we're at. That's my thought. Just love each other. You've been here before. I'm glad. I'm glad that you came back. I can't talk tonight. And I hope you come back again. Like I said, so I'm here usually Sunday through Thursday at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Is there usually a time yes, I'm on Monday through Thursday, because Friday and Saturday nights I usually go dancing. Sometimes if I go out Friday night, I'll hop on Saturday night if I'm not busy, or vice versa. Tomorrow night I'm celebrating my birthday dancing, so I might hop on Saturday, but I might not, just so you know. So I generally just plan Sunday through Thursday. I'm usually here at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. And yeah, so that's where you can find me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Gracie from Texas. What kind of dancing? Well, usually it's a country. Tomorrow night will be a country band. There's a free band at our lounge at our bowling alley every Friday and Saturday night. So since my friend Jen, who's on here, she's been taking me out to get me out of my apartment since I've been home last year. So it's my outlet besides work. So anyway, so Spirit tells me I have to give my shameless plug. So if you're not familiar, I just started a YouTube channel. Spirit told me I had to. Last weekend I got that all set up. It's under Scorpio Medium. Right now it has the same things that I have on my TikTok. Might change it up a little bit here or there. It does now have a couple of my lives. If you've missed out on some of my lives, I'm going to start uploading them to there besides my Facebook. I'm also now offering a channeling service. I hate plugging that, but Spirit tells me I have to. So anyway, I have a channeling service, and so if you're interested in that too, you can email me at scorpiomedium74@yahoo, and that's on my YouTube channel, if you didn't catch that. And also, I think it's on my website on here. It's the only place it'd let me put it. So, thank God you can still dance. You can't. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jody. That sucks. Dancing is my thing. You're a Scorpio too, so when's your birthday? I'll be 50 on Tuesday. All right. I'm just going to check my notes real quick and make sure that I said everything they wanted me to talk about. My husband was a truck driver, mostly local. And so after he got sick and had the strokes and then went to physical therapy, got his life back, he could drive truck, but he was struggling with his upper mobility yet, and so he couldn't tarp trucks. And so my brother could keep him in a truck behind a steering wheel where he didn't have to do that. 10:30. Oh, so you're the first part of the Scorpio. I've heard your stinger doesn't sting as bad as mine. Just saying. That's something about, I do have a stinger, and I've been working on for 2 years to not be like that. All right, guys. Well, it looks like I'm right around an hour, so I'm glad that you were all here. I hope I helped you in some way. I hope you have a great night and you make tomorrow great. It is a choice. Remember, you can always choose what your day is. And then when things happen during our day, just remember, just think of them as speed bumps. You just go over them and keep going. Oh, that's nice, Jody. So yeah, so I hope you all have a great night, and I'm going to say until we meet again.